Antwerp for the launch of Happy Tattoos, the third book by Sven and Ti of the micro tattoos and fine line tattoos. Today we speak with Ti, co-author and colleague at Studio Palermo, about the story behind this new chapter.
Started right away actually, because people came from all over the world and Belgium, and I think if you give, people give back and you get a certain type of atmosphere in the studio. So I feel like there's so many like-minded people, and we found each other, like you also, David, you're a part of it. So we are happy to celebrate today and to see everyone together in the same space, because you never meet each other, because there is a lot of privacy in our studio, so it feels like you're the only one every time. So I'm happy that everyone is getting to see each other today. Well, we noticed that there were a lot of artists around the world that were specialized in very humoristic tattoos, that we wanted to know what is it about, and it was very heartwarming to discover that there's a lot of meaning in their work. Sometimes it's from their own background, but also it mixes with a customer, and it was really nice to have the interview with Lipne Tattoo and Linda Flowers and Happy Fish Heads, for instance, Woozy Machine, and you can feel there's a lot of depth in it. So we wanted to highlight that it's not just funny, but it can be. That's also, it's called Happy Tattoos actually, because it is. It might induce a happy feeling when you see it, but then you start wondering what's behind it, and that is what the book is about. We also dedicated it to Robert, which was a customer of ours that is no longer with us, unfortunately, and we had a lot of fun together, but he was very sick, and we started talking about getting happy tattoos, so that when you feel down and you look at it, there's something that makes you smile. And we started from that idea, and we found a lot of artists all over the world. I don't think there are a lot of books, tattoo books, about this new generation of artists that is coming up. Usually you find very different books. A lot of books are made by people that don't tattoo or they just look at the images, but it was nice because Sven is a tattoo artist, so he will look at the work differently. But we just wanted to bring a lot of artists. We wanted to highlight their work and to show people that there's more to tattooing than the usual stuff you see. And also there's a lot of true artists that can draw, illustrate, design, and they take pride in their work and their technique, and we wanted to show.
Well, I've been tattooing for 16 years, and the first 6 years was actually in a tattoo shop, like a real street shop. And after a while, I noticed that I was missing something, like a certain type of environment. So after 6 years, I took the decision to leave the tattoo shop and start Studio Palermo with my colleague Ti. And I think right from the start, we were looking for a way to make it more personal, more like an experience, not from a marketing point of view, but just because it fits the way that we are. We tend to enjoy more like a quiet environment. The way that we work at Studio Palermo, we invite the clients first for an in-depth conversation. It's not like a shop where people come in and just pick something or bring an image to get tattooed. We first have sometimes quite a long conversation with the clients. So for us, it's very clear even when it's like a funny or a happy image, why people get it. That's the way that we work. We prefer to know why people get tattooed and why they choose. Well, at first I was already tattooing him before we knew he was sick. Once we found out, truly why he got the funny images. When I just started tattooing, like it seemed like every month a new tattoo book was coming out, and it was mostly about what tattooers were doing at the moment, so more traditional styles, American tradition, tribal and stuff like that. There were plenty of books, I think maybe too much. And then there was kind of a vacuum. While tattooing became more and more detailed, more intricate, more fine, nobody made a decent book about it. So for us it was really important to show how tattooing evolved over the years, that hardly any book came out. So that's why we started with the micro tattoos, because it's a very solid concept to work about. With the second book we wanted to show fine line tattooing in every aspect, big and small. And with the third book we didn't want to make just another edition of the fine line tattoo. I mean, there's so many amazing artists out there. We could have filled maybe 10 books with high quality art, but with the third book we wanted to show a theme more from a conceptual point of view, like happy tattoos. Why do people get it, and why is it not always just an impulse decision to make? I think there's a lot of reach points. I mean, a funny tattoo can also be a fine line tattoo, or it's more thematical, more conceptual, while the first two books were more about also technique and precision. And while with happy tattoos, it can go any way. It can have color, it can have it's not just about the precision of the line work or the
Yes, I see a lot of colors in the...
Yeah. We have a lot more ideas to do.
Yeah.
For us, maybe in this series, it was maybe nice to do three books, but we have more ideas. But maybe besides this series, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe our new theme does fit like a fourth book in this series of books, but we'll see. Only the future will tell.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Sponsored by Richard Belgium.